everyone, this is simsandwins and welcome to another episode of our Sims 2 Build a City Challenge. This is a new family that I've made, so we're taking away 4 creative Sims, and this was someone's comment on the last video, and it was Rocker Boy. I don't have my phone near me, so I don't know the exact numbers. I think it's Rocker Boy 342 maybe. And he gave me an idea for a family. So this is Aiden and his wife Katerina, and they have a son named Dan. And this is Aiden's brother, Sherman. Now, Aiden and Katerina are business sims, and they're like a power couple, and they really focus on their careers. And their son was kind of a mistake, kind of someone that he's in the way of their ambitions. So they're not too keen on their son. They kind of neglect him a little bit. But Aiden's brother Sherman is like really not a business sim. He's kind of lazy actually. He's really creative. He likes to paint. He's not really someone who likes to work a traditional job, but he loves kids. So he's really great with raising Dan. And we're going to play this family first just because otherwise we would have to go through the whole cycle before we play them. So we'll tag them on in the beginning. And I'll see you in their household. Alright, so here we are with the family. I placed them in Anna Kramer's old house, but I renovated it so that there's more space. So up here there's more bedrooms. There's 2 bedrooms. One is the main bedroom, one is the toddler's bedroom with 2 bathrooms. Down here we have a smaller bathroom. We have Sherman's room and the living area. So I'm having the parents kind of argue just because they're supposed to not really be in love. They're just like a power couple. They just kind of go to work, but they're not really in love. So I want to bring down their relationship a little bit. This toddler's by himself up here playing, but his nice little uncle is going to go up soon to take him to the potty and try to teach him some stuff, maybe feed him. This is the uncle with the mohawk. This is kind of how I imagined him. The complete opposite of his business-oriented brother. I made these Sims kind of to look a little funny just because I want like weird genetics in the neighborhood, so I don't want the same faces over and over. Katerina is okay looking too. I gave her like a very stern, thin little face to like look a little, I don't know, not evil. I don't want to say evil, but like just very not affectionate. That's the kind of face I was going for. Let's open up Mr. Hubble's computer because I really want them to get careers in business, but I don't think there is one available because there wasn't on the newspaper. So let's see, can we find a career in business? Gamer, entertainment, military, culinary, criminal. No, I guess we'll look tomorrow. Alright, so she hasn't found a career in architecture yet. We keep looking but not finding one. He's in business. He just got his first promotion and they got a little bit more money. Sherman is just teaching this kid how to walk, teaching him his skills so he grows up well. The parents haven't paid any attention to this child. It's really just Uncle Sherman who's giving this kid everything he needs. Even though she's not working, all she does is do her skills all day so that she can start at least at a high position in the architecture career. He's on the phone. So basically it's Uncle Sherman raising poor little Dan here. Alright, so Dan just turned into a child. I kind of like the way he looks. He looks a little serious, like his parents, and I think like the way he was raised will rub off on him a little bit. That's Dan, and he's a child. He grew up okay, not perfect, but okay. His uncle did his best to fulfill his wishes, but we didn't get him potty trained, unfortunately. So, great. So we can sell this stuff and give him an actual room. So, let's give him a bed, simple bed. We can change the sheets on that though. What kind of color should we give him? Let's give him these. Alright, and we need a light at the very least, but I don't think we have enough. Oh, we have just enough for a little light. Alright, great. So Uncle Sherman decided to take his nephew Dan to the park, because, why not? Let him make some friends. Ooh, there's Gurinder Ramaswamy. Let's make some friends. Hello, Gurinder. My name is Dan Kristoff. I'm new to the neighborhood. Can you please be my friend? Please, pretty please. There's Caleb from the military. Let's make friends here. Might as well make some friends. Hang out with him. And you make friends with the little boy here. Oh, is there another boy? Oh, there's Michael Spitzegg over there. We can also make friends with Michael Spitzegg. So the more friends the better, as I say. How is everybody? Is everybody doing good? I'm okay. My daughter turned 11 months today. So it's like a month before her birthday, so I've started doing some planning for her birthday party and all that. Also, I think, I'm not sure because I'm still recording it, obviously, and I haven't edited yet, but I think this episode, I have figured out a way to have better recording quality. These programs are all so difficult because most of them don't let you record two audio tracks. For example, the game audio and my voice, right? It would be so easy if they would just separate these tracks so that I can edit them separately, right? But most of them merge them together if you're using a free version, and it's hard to edit because when there's noise in my track, meaning in my voice, like if my microphone is buzzing or something, and then I do a noise reduction on Audacity, it affects the game noise, it makes everything sound funny. It's a big mess. I'm not even gonna get into it. But I think I found a way to work around that. I'll know after I start editing this video, but you should see some kind of improvement, hopefully. And, I don't know what happened last episode, because episode 48 was okay. It wasn't perfect quality, but it was okay. And then episode 50 was awful, and I didn't even do anything different, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Alright, so it's Monday in the morning with this brand new family. Thank you to Rockaboy342 for this inspiration. So Sherman has been spending a lot of time with Dan. They've been fishing in this lake, going to the park. They're really good friends. Although for some reason the game doesn't recognize that they're related. It recognizes that he's brothers with Aiden, and that Aiden is the parent of Dan, but it doesn't show that they are related. So I don't know what that's about. But Katerina also did end up finding a job in architecture. She's moving up quickly. He is also moving up quickly. We do need to get some logic skill points though. And so let's actually go to the beginning of the cycle now and play the Richardsons. Hey guys, so here we are back at the start of the cycle. Remember that this is Jackson, right? So he was the second son of the founding family, and he had 3 kids. Nathaniel moved out and lives with Jane Fairchild. Raphael lives with his new wife in the commercial district, and his wife is his co-worker, by the way. That wasn't really clear last episode because I had to edit out a lot of bad audio, but Raphael married his co-worker and, not married, moved in with his co-worker, and they're living in the commercial district, and they have a daughter, Melanie, who still lives with them. She had a little crush on Randy London, but when he grew into an adult, I saw him and I was like, ew, he's nasty. So, I'm hoping I could find someone else for him that she's into. Hopefully, there have been quite a few new people in the neighborhood, so maybe we can find someone for her. Otherwise, she can stay home with her cats, right? With her parents. It's not a bad thing. So, her parents might kick the bucket this sim week. They may not. I don't know. Her parents are not. Ooh, we have a lot of work to do here. Her aspiration is not up yet, so we need to finish up Tasha's aspiration before she dies. Otherwise, we'll get charged. And she's in the architecture career, so she's okay. She just needs to move up in the career, and they'll be fine. So I decided, since Tasha has accumulated quite a lot of aspiration points in her life, that we could totally, and within right, extend her life just a little bit, just so we have some time to fill her aspiration up. Keep in mind, she was a townie that we moved in, right? So we didn't get to play her as a child to help us go up earlier. So I think we're within the right to do that. Just maybe one more time, just so you know. It would be great if she saw 6 grandchildren. Wouldn't that be great if we can fill up this thing so she can see some grandchildren from her children? I think that's reasonable. So, one more, and then we'll sell it, and that's that. Her husband can die, though. I don't care, because he's finished. Melanie brought home Tara Cat from work because they're both in architecture, and it's only fitting that they be friends because they're both redheads and they're both really into cats because they both have 3 cats. So I think that's really fitting that they become BFFs immediately. Okay, I'm upset. Jason Orphanage, Jason, the guy who owns the orphanage, like walked by and like I was trying to greet him, but like he like insisted on leaving, and I think he's really into her because I know that he's into redheads and makeup, so he must be really into her. So we need to try and hunt down Jason from the orphanage, okay? That's what we need to hunt down because that's who's going to be really into her. Now let's see, will she be into him? She might be. Yeah, I think we should totally get them together. I came here just to get her an outfit and try and find some people for her, but I think we found the one. Jason Orphanage is the one. We just need to find a way to find him somewhere now. Like, how am I gonna get him? I don't know. So you know how I see Melanie? I see her as like a little socially awkward, somebody a little shy. She still lives with her parents, right? Never really had a serious relationship. Yeah, I kind of see her as very nice. She's an architect, so she's a little bit strange, right? I mean, all architecture majors are a little weird, honestly. Anybody willing to go through that torture must be a little bit insane, right? So I'm just trying to get her some clothes that seem to match that persona a little bit. So Melanie came to the salon for a much deserved massage because she has been getting a lot of promotions and she's hoping maybe the love of her life will come, but I doubt it. I cannot find Jason anywhere. I'm gonna have to find a way to orchestrate this somehow in someone else's sim week. I really want them to get together, so we will find a way. Meanwhile, their son just visited randomly unannounced, Nathaniel, and Mom's like, son, you're back, you're here, let me make you some dessert. She's making him some berry pie. There's nothing like your son, apparently. Parents say that usually when you have daughters, that you don't really realize, what's the saying? They say in Greek, they say it differently. Let me think of how to translate. Basically, they say you don't realize true love until you have a son. I don't know, I wouldn't know that because I don't have a son, I have a daughter. But apparently, mothers tend to favor their sons. I don't know. Y'all, if y'all have kids, you can let me know if that's true or not. I kind of doubt it. I can't imagine loving a boy more than I love my daughter just because he's a boy, but you never know. She's just like, how are you, son? How is business going? How is your wife? Your lovely wife, Jane. Is she alright? Everything's good? Alrighty, so it's Monday in the morning with this family. We know who Melanie's honey is. We just haven't met him yet. So we need to really try and get them to meet each other somehow so that they can be together because I think they're going to be perfect. He's about to kick the bucket. So unfortunately, he won't live to see any grandchildren. But Tasha will. He can go just because his thing is full anyways, nothing really to do with him. I'm saving money up just to see, well, first of all, if anyone lives in this house, I want to do a big redo of I want to refurnish it, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And, it depends. It would depend on who's living here, so we'll see. And, yeah, let's go to the next household. Hey guys, so we are here with the Oaksteads. Mark, we're at his community lot right now, which is Gretchen's Baked Goods. So this community lot has been taking forever to get to level 10. Remember that Gretchen and Matthew Oakstead were the second family to move to this town, and they had 3 children. Gretchen had started this bakery, Gretchen's Baked Goods, and Mark has inherited it, and he's trying to get it to level 10 and sell it, but it's still level 6, takes quite a while. So let's... we called in everybody. Let's see if we could do some upkeeping here. I do need to do a lot of restocking, and I haven't. And obviously people are going to start complaining because the shop is basically sold out. I completely forgot to stock it before opening. Of course I did. But we can do that at the same time that we are selling, so that's good. Alright, so it's the twins' birthday, and we're going to get them to blow out the candles. Their father is missing because he's busy working at his bakery. He's gone. It's the bakery is at level 8 though, so we are working on it. And these kids are gonna grow up now, so let's check them out. Let's see. This kid is a bit in this. Whoa! Hold on a second. This kid is the redhead version of Christopher Oakstead. If you remember, Christopher Oakstead is actually an elder right now, but if you remember little blonde Christopher, he's kind of like the redhead version of it with just a little bit of a bigger nose. And he is the redhead version of his father. So hold on, let's pick an aspiration here. Let's ask Miss Siri over here. Siri, pick a number between 1 through 6. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, these are romance then. Alrighty, turn-ons, sure. Could we pick a different turn-off? Sure. And let's pick this guy. Pick a number between 1 through 6.
It's 6.
6? Alright, so he's got popularity. Let's turn off makeup. Okay. Alrighty, so let's take a look at them. This guy, they're both basically the redheaded versions of their father and their uncle. If you look at the family tree, I'll show you right now as soon as I get a good view of him. Yeah, he's his father exactly, and he's his uncle Christopher and John, like mixed up. So remember, this is their father, and these are the uncles, Christopher and John. Christopher and John look a lot alike, but this is how Christopher looks when he was a teenager, except with blonde hair. So these genes are running in the family, that's for sure. Great, so they're teenagers now. That means that she can go work at the bakery a little more because she needs to help her husband a bit. And yeah, hopefully these guys might be one of the first Sims going to university at the next cycle, because hopefully this cycle we will actually have university. So we should work on having them save up money to go to university. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but let me mention now that the tuition for university now is different. So we can't seem to serve this cake. Is that what happens? We can't serve the cake? Basically what happens is in this challenge, your tuition is actually 50,000. So, you know, you don't just send us into university for 1,000 like the way the game allows you to. Tuition for university is 50,000 simoleons without scholarships. Now, there are scholarships you can get with skills and stuff. And we will sort of make our own rules with that. But you cannot go to university for 1,000 simoleons. You have to pay 50,000. So they're going to need to save some money so that they can send their kids to university. Alright, so it's a very quiet Monday morning with this family. He's still at work. He's been spending so much time at this bakery. And the kids are teenagers, and they may be one of the first teenagers to go to college, depending on how the cycle goes in terms of money, if you don't have tragic deaths and stuff like that. Remember, I don't know if you guys remember, Gretchen Oakstead and Matthew Oakstead, these are their descendants. And everything seems to be going okay. He's finished his aspiration. She's still working on it, but she's going to be turning into an elder soon, so we need to work a little harder. And yeah, so let's go into the next family. Alright, so here we are with Robert Richardson's household, and Robert Richardson's getting old, okay? So he is the firstborn son of the founding fathers, okay? So Thomas and Jill. Right, and he had 2 children. This is the mayor, and this is his son who lives with him, with his fiance. No, not fiance, just lover. She can't access this. Interesting. With his lover Daphne, and yeah, I think she might be pregnant, but I'm not really sure. I don't really remember whether we were successful with that last episode. Well, not last episode, the last time we played this family. So we'll check on that, but hopefully we'll get her pregnant this week, or she'll give birth this week, so he can actually see a grandchild before he dies. And he's at work as an MVP, so he's doing good. I think something might have bugged here. I had put the tombstone of Brandy Richardson in their inventory, and this one just appeared at the house, but this one was in the inventory, so we have like one nameless rest in peace and one that actually says Brandy Richardson. It like glitched and copied itself. I don't know. Anyway, let's say hi to the neighbors. I don't know. It seems like this house I downloaded like literally like nowhere is accessible. Like nowhere. I'm having to like pick everything up and like replace it somehow. I don't know what this person did. I don't know what's going on. Let's see if we can use this now. Can we try again, buddy? Can we try again? Let's try again. Can you get to it now? Sure you can. I don't know what the heck was going on. Nothing in this house is like usable until you pick it up and you move it. And you can put it in the same spot, doesn't matter, but it's very weird. Yep, she's definitely pregnant. Just got bump number 1. Awesome. And yeah, so it's just a waiting game until she delivers. He's got days off work. So he's already got his aspiration filled. His dad already has his aspiration filled. The only thing I gotta do is worry about her. And it's just a boring playthrough, especially when no one goes to work and there's no baby to take care of. They just literally stand around all day. It's annoying. Well, it's a good thing they still own Richardson's Sporting Goods, because that means that basically, you know, we have something to do, we have money to make, and we'll be all good to go with lots of money. And oh, okay, I think this is John Richardson's name now. I think that's how that works. I'm a little confused. We only have 5 here. If I go to him. Wait a minute. This is rank 10, but John only has these? I'm guessing that John needs to make his own business. Oh, that's kind of what I was interested in. I need someone to make another, like a furniture shop. Like, that's something we don't have yet. I was just trying to figure out, like, who would be that person, right? Who would have a furniture shop? I don't know. I don't know who would have a furniture shop. The baby's here, the baby's here, the baby's here, the baby's here, and let's see what it is. Let's see, Daphne, what you having? There's a new family member. Thanks for letting me know. And it's a girl. Oh, I'm so happy it's a girl. I'm so happy. Okay. Oh, okay. I need to just check for baby names. Give me a second. One moment. I'll be right back. So I decided to go with Eloise. This was a name that was suggested by Taylor Chadwick. Thank you so much for your comments, as always. And Eloise Richardson just sounds like it really works. So Eloise, little baby Eloise. Hello, I'm so excited. Guys, how adorable is Robert Richardson taking care of his little grandchild, his one and only grandchild. This is my 2nd generation sim with my 4th generation sim. Do you guys understand how adorable? Oh man, she's got the nice skin too. She got a skin with freckles. She's blonde though. I don't know where this blonde's coming from. It's because you know what it is. It's because of her hair. Her hair, the game must think it's like blonde or something. I don't know. Robert here is doing his last... Oh, my dog, I swear. Eloise here. Well, before I was rudely interrupted by my dog, who's still interrupting me. Robert here is doing his last couple of cuddles with Eloise. Because, I don't know how long he's gonna live. It seems like it's getting pretty close, so... Alright, Eloise should be about to grow up into a toddler. Ooh, she's got literally the same hair her mother has. That's gotta go because we're not having no prostitutes around here. So let's put Eloise down. We'll take a good look at her when we give her a little makeover. At least I think I can. I'm not really sure actually how that works. How do I do that? Change Eloise's appearance. There we go. So, loady. Alright, so this is Eloise. Hello, Eloise. I understand that your mother has some custom hair. Okay, but, let me see. Do I have anything more realistic that, like, a baby could have that would sort of match her mother? Well, babies don't really have that long hair. Maybe she could be one of those special toddlers with the long hair. I don't know. Why do I have all these missing meshes? I keep saying I'm gonna fix them, but like I look in all the descriptions of everything I download and there's never anything. I'm not like retarded. Like I know how to... We can give her this one. I think this one's more realistic. Let's just no makeup on a toddler, I guess. No, we're not gonna do that. She's a little funny looking, but I think it's because she's a toddler. I think like when she grows up, her face won't be so scrunched in. And I just want to give her darker eyebrows because no one in her family has blonde hair. So I'm not really sure like why she's got it. It's probably because of the custom hair, but we're gonna give her darker eyebrows. We're gonna give her brown eyebrows, and that's gonna be that. And yeah, that's Eloise. Alright, one last snuggle shot because I'm pretty sure he's gonna kick the bucket today. I'm making myself so upset. Like, I'm usually not this, I don't know, what's the word? Sentimental. But because Robert Richardson, was like the first child we had in the neighborhood, right? So we had our founding father, then this was the first birth in the neighborhood, and now he's gonna die. So, it's a little bit upsetting, I'm not gonna lie. He lived a really great life though, and he actually got to see and enjoy his grandchild, so that's what matters most. I'm gonna get so upset. I'm usually not upset, but I'm gonna get really upset. He should be kicking the bucket in an hour, so I'm just having him snuggle the baby. Just to... Oh, man. Oh. Gosh, I get like all sensitive because, I have a child too, and I just can't imagine like knowing that you don't have a lot of time. Like if you had like a terminal illness or something and somebody told you you're gonna die tomorrow, like what I would feel and what I would do with my child. We're getting real deep now, and this is Sims 2. We don't need to get this deep, okay? And here it comes. The Grim Reaper right in front of the baby. He's just moving out of his way. Well, at least he lived a good life. There's hula zombies coming around. He's like, what? You mean there's vacation for me for the rest of eternity? Let's go, I'm all for it. Oh, this poor kid. Right in front of the baby. Well, at least we got a lot of money. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. And we're gonna lay him to rest right near his dear wife, Brandy. Robert and Brandy. Let's put the tree right next to them. Well, it is. We'll put their little statue here. Maybe we'll get them some... Ugh, can you turn around? Thank you. Could we get some flowers for these people? Thank you. I need to like fix the flowerage of here. They keep dying because I'm not taking care of them. Yeah. So yeah, these are our departed Sims over here. Alright, so it's Monday in the morning with this family. It was quite a upsetting sim week here. Let's get Eloise out. Wake up. He's gonna be going to work soon, so get up and shower. Yeah, that's it. Our Robert Richardson has officially died, guys. Wait. Robert Richardson has officially died, okay? The firstborn child of our founding fathers. Jackson's probably next. Emily's probably next. All these people are soon going to be dying to make room for this new generation. Oh, how sentimental. Alright guys, so I think I'm going to end this part here. Have a great day or night or whatever it is in your part of the world. Subscribe if you like my channel. Take care and bye bye.